everyone, welcome to the international channel of 1000 PS. I'm Juliane and I'm at EICMA right now, the world's biggest motorcycle show. And in this video I want to present to you the new Honda Transalp. Behind me you see an old one from I think 86. So they just presented the new Transalp and also show you the new CL500, so the new Scrambler model of Honda. So stay tuned. Alright, so here it is, the new Honda CL750 Transalp. The first Transalp, I think, since 2008, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, I'm very happy that they make this bike again. It's the new middle-class travel enduro by Honda. And if you know Transalps, you might wonder there's no V in the name anymore. And that's because now it doesn't have a V-twin anymore, but it has a parallel twin. It is the same parallel twin as in the new Honda Hornet. They already announced that at Intermod. And now here they just showed us this new model. It has the same engine, no adjustments to the model for this travel enduro. So it also has 75 Newton meters and an insane power of 92 horsepower, which is, yeah, definitely more than the competitors. And it has that 755 cc parallel twin. I think the only competitor that compares with the horsepower and the Newton meters and the weight especially, because this one here weighs only 208 kilograms. That would be the KTM 890 Adventure, but it's in a different price segment. The Transalp here, I think it's the seat height of the Transalp is at 850 millimeters, so it's 5 millimeters lower than the V-Strom, so not that big of a deal, but that's quite a common seat height for travel enduros. We have a 43 millimeter Showa fork in the front with 200 millimeters of suspension travel and 180 millimeter of rear suspension travel with a ProLink spring strut. Also with the tires, Honda shows that they're really serious about the off-road topic, so they really wanted to make a good bike for street riding but also for off-road riding. We have a 21-inch front wheel in the front wheel, yeah, and a 19-inch rear wheel. Also, this bike comes with a lot of electronics, so we also have a color TFT display. We have 4 different riding modes, of course also with an off-road mode, but also the user mode where you can set up everything individually. We have, I think, a two-level ABS. We have a 5-level traction control and also a wheelie control. And for off-road riding, if you want to, you can also disengage the traction control and the ABS completely. The TFT display also has connectivity and even voice control, what is pretty new. Quick shifter is not standard on this bike, but you can get it as an accessory. And here we have a 16.9 liter tank, so not as with the new V-Strom. It has a 20 liter tank. Here we only have almost 17 liter tank, but with a fuel consumption of around 4.4 liter per 100 kilometers. You can still go around 380 kilometers if I calculated correctly. So as you can see, Honda is a little bit more progressive than the other manufacturers because they have a male model sitting on a bike. Alright, here next to me you see the new Honda CL500, which is the new Scrambler model of Honda, and it's based on this. It has the same engine as the Honda CMX 500 Rebel that I've ridden a lot, and I love this engine because it is very fun to ride. It has 47 horsepower and 43, I think, Newton meters. And it's especially fun also combined with the low weight of this bike, which weighs 192 kilograms, so it's quite similar to the Rebel. And it also feels very nimble. When you sit on it, the tank is very slim, the handling is very quick. And of course here, as it's a Scrambler model and it's also made for maybe riding on some off-road or at least on some gravel roads, it has a different suspension. So we now have a twin shock in the rear that is adjustable in the preload. and we have a 41 millimeter telescopic fork in the front. In the front, I think 150 millimeters, and in the rear 145 millimeters. So that's very different to the Rebel, of course, which is a cruiser. We also have a higher seat. The Rebel was very, very low, so even very small people could reach the ground easily. But also here we're still at 790 millimeters. So I think, especially combined with the low weight, it will be very easy for all sorts of riders to have this as a beginner bike, or also if you're an experienced rider and you appreciate that really fun engine, combined with the wheelbase of only 1485 millimeters. And here, of course, you also have different tire dimension, as it's a Scrambler model, and you have 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear wheel. The reach should be around 330 kilometers, because the fuel consumption should be around the same as with the Rebel, so around 3 liters or 3.2 liters maybe. And here, of course, from the design, it's that Scrambler. So you have a high exhaust, you have a flat seat, a double seat, and it has the same front light as on the Rebel, so these 4 LEDs. And you have a LCD display in the front, very small but nice, shows you everything, and it's very good to read. And you also have high handlebars that are quite wide, so it's very comfortable to ride, and it's also easy to steer. And what was very typical about the Rebel, there was a lot of accessories available, so you can really customize the bike to your needs or to your taste. And the same with the Scrambler now. So on this model that is right behind me, you see it already has that light mask around it, and there's many other things you can get also here with these plates on the side. But so you can really customize it yourself if you want it. And they haven't announced the price yet, but if it's anything close to the Rebel, then it's very affordable. So what do you think of these 2 brand new bikes by Honda? Which one would be the one for you? What do you think of the Transalp? What do you think of the CL500? Leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you at the next video. And I'll just keep walking through EICMA now and see what else is here.